hosting Mississippi State here on Thursday. Then you hit the road for Auburn. So just how are you preparing for another week of SEC play?
I think it's been a really great opportunity for us this week to have a bye. We've been able to get some good work in with our players, have some one-on-one meetings, making sure that we kind of regroup after the last couple of games so that we can finish the season strong. I'm really encouraged by what I saw practice today. Today was our first day of practice after a day off yesterday from the work we did this weekend. So excited to play on Thursday. Everything looks great.
Mississippi State, they've played some pretty good teams pretty close. Just what are you seeing from them and getting ready for them on Thursday?
I think in a very similar fashion to some of the other teams that we've played in this league. They have, they're very athletic. They have a little bit of size. They have a guard that can score a bunch. So without making it sound like they're like everybody else, they are very typical of an SEC team. So like I tell you guys every day, I think it'll be a battle just because every game we show up in the SEC is a battle. And they're very capable. They have a great record. They've been doing a pretty good job lately of taking advantage of their strengths. And so we're looking forward to getting them here at home and making sure that we show up with our A game.
I know you mentioned it's been nice to kind of have the bye week to bounce back. With this being one of the last extended breaks that you guys are going to get until the end of the season, how important do you feel like these last few days have been for you guys?
Hugely important. You're not going to get really another break like this before you play the NCAA tournament. So in terms of like finishing strong and then going right into the SEC with confidence, I feel like this was an important week to just really hunker down and make sure that we have everything in order. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and it's a great opportunity, and we are taking full advantage of it. So that is a good thing.
With the bye week giving you more time, just kind of what does the week look like in comparison, or just being different from a week where you have a game and then a couple days off and then another game?
So we usually play Sunday, Thursday, or Monday, Thursday. So it gives us an opportunity to give off Friday. So usually if we play on Sunday, we have to do something on Friday. And then Saturday we did more individual workout. So we were able to do a few things, fun things with the players where they got to work on their game with coaches individually, different sets of skill work, that kind of thing, shots. And then because AAU is here, they were able to go to some AAU games, which I thought was a really cool opportunity for them. And then get another day off on Monday after we practice on Sunday. So a good opportunity to get some rest, but also some more specific work and do some fun things with the kids.
Any more questions?
Mikayla being SEC Freshman of the Week again, a Vanderbilt record for how many times said that. What do you feel like it is about her that sets her apart from some of the other freshmen that you've coached in the past?
Yeah, she is, having a great season, and she's a huge impact for our team in terms of the things that she has and is able to do on a day in and day out basis on both ends of the floor. So being a small athletic guard that can score and defend fits right into what we want to do, but it's also, if you remember last year, Jordan Cambridge did a lot of the things that we're asking Mikayla to do on both ends of the floor, and Mikayla has some different tools in her toolbox, so she's been able to capitalize on that right away. I also think she saw what Camille did last year, and in a lot of ways, Camille had the same kind of impact on our team and still does, and she just had a little bit of a later start and really capitalized on the growth that she made last year and is starting to capitalize on some of the growth that she had early on in the season this year, so that hopefully having both of them at the top of their game will be a really a monster for other teams and a good one for us as we go into the end of the season.
I know you mentioned that growth of her. Where do you feel like you've seen her make the biggest leap or stride so far throughout her first year?
Mikayla?
Yes.
I would say certainly I think she's learning how to communicate effectively. That's probably our whole team. That takes time with a group, and I think they're starting to figure that out. Her being the point guard makes it a little bit more important, right? Because she's got to be able to navigate and talk to the team on both ends of the floor. I think she has some help in the leadership areas in that way, and she's getting more comfortable using her voice. And then I would say, I think physically she's starting to handle things a little better. That's also going to take some time, but she gets taken off her feet a lot. And I think she's starting to understand how to take hits a little better, how to play through that physicality in the SEC without it being as disruptive to her as maybe it has been a little bit in the beginning of the season up until now. And she's landing safer, disruptive physically. She's got to stay healthy, and I think she gets beat up a lot. So does Camille, but they spend a lot of time with our trainer and our strength and conditioning coach, and I think that that's been really beneficial for them now. So they've both grown there.
Obviously, a couple weeks until March. Just what is your message to the team through this last little stretch of regular season play?
The message really is to keep the main thing, and focus on how we can play our best day in and day out. Eliminating noise, trying to make sure that we address the things that need to be addressed so that we can go into practice with clarity, whether that's, our game plan or communication or all the things that you talk about with teams, right? All the kinds of things that we need to work on and off the court. We try to address them head on. So that way we can, make sure that everyone's head screwed on straight, that we have opportunities to communicate. I'm that kind of coach anyway. That's what I want to do, and make sure that we go out with, hey, let's eliminate distraction, let's eliminate negativity, let's know what we're out here to do, and let's do that. So I think it's hard when you play this game because this is how it feels sometimes, depending on whether you win or lose. And that's why I talk so much about letting go of results and trying to focus on the process of being great. So we want that to be the case, even though we know how important the results are. We want to win and we want to be competitive, but we have to focus on the process every day of being great. And when you get to this part of the grind of the season, that can be hard. That can be a challenge. So I think that's another reason why this week was a great one for us, to just get back to who we are, focus on that process, and be ready for the rest of the year.
All right, Coach, appreciate your
Thank
time.
you,
Best of
guys.
luck this
I
week.
appreciate